everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Was just setting up here. Um, well, as you can see, this was a position that I took earlier. Took a first one here. Got stopped in here. Then entered again here. And took some profits, but it's break-even day minus 1 pip in total. So that's pretty okay. Let me quickly change the view. So this is what we are looking at now. And why am I not trading this yet? Because I thought this would be the change. London gave the signal, so it was a good position, but then came against us, and I got out here because I thought we were gonna fill the gap, and I'm not willing to pay a big stop loss on a Friday. If we have the week in profit, let's keep it like that. So I got stopped on 8 pips here, in almost 9 pips in total. I got stopped here on 8 pips, and when I saw this candle form on the 1 minute, I re-entered, saw that we were getting rejections and we were still making higher highs. We didn't break the low, and at the reaction I got out. So it's a break-even result for now. Now look, this is always what I'm looking for, higher, but we still have a higher high. We didn't get a lower low here, and we made a higher high. So that's why I'm not getting in here. I want to see a lower high being formed. And the reason I got out here also was because it's a higher high. And then on the 1 minute, you see we had a market structure shift here, and a break of candle. In the break of candle I got in again, but it's not a casino game, so let's stick to the rules and to the plan. Yesterday also had some good trades in Nasdaq. I'll get over them in a minute, but let's first stick to GBPUSD. So yeah, what is happening here? You see, we had this gap formed at the 8 a.m. News event. Let me check which one it was. I got it written down here. Retail sales, GDP retail sales was a nice drop. So when you see one of the rules, or it's not really a rule, it's something known, or a gap fills in the first 3 hours after being formed, or it can take 3 days. But as you see, we are already filling the gap. Price is trading up again, and for now we're getting into 11 a.m. Still have a bullish fair value gap here that's being respected for now, so there's no setup for the moment. Let's just patiently wait, and I have to pull this. So let's make this a little bit bigger here. This is indeed, let me erase this because didn't do us any good. You see, we still have bullish fair value gaps and a buildup of internal liquidity here. And if we go on the daily time frame, I asked myself this morning on the weekly, how do I think this doji here, this candle, and I know there's a lot of noise around it. It's all key levels for me of liquidity. I could erase them, but I like it like that. How is this candle gonna look today? That's what I ask myself every day when I do my top down. How is the daily candle gonna close? This is the weekly candle. How is the weekly gonna close for today? Because in the weekend there is no volume. So you see from here to here, is it gonna be an accumulation day, week? Because Trump is getting into office the 20th Monday. Can be that the market is gonna use today to build up liquidity above and below. And you still see we have the blue line here, the smart money range, that still isn't really attacked. So we need liquidity below here. So probably we could see the manifestation here of some accumulation. And I also ask myself, how is the daily candle gonna close? And I think the candle, and I'm gonna have to change this. The Let me take this away. It doesn't work. I think this candle is gonna close a little to the downside, or maybe we even see another tail here. Don't really feel like the market is gonna push up today into the buy side liquidity. I rather think we're gonna take out the previous day lows and stick in accumulation. So in the afternoon, there is one more news event, but it's a medium USA, medium impact building permits. So that's not gonna do so much. And let me check this here. I'll have to put this. Where is the mouse? Okay, I'll take this to there, and I'll put this to here too. So let me quickly write a welcome. Okay, so we can. For the moment, we're not trading anyway. So, but it would make sense if you watch the 4 hours. It would make sense to see, because we're already making a candle close here, to see price go here. So that's why I'm looking for shorts, especially with the meeting gap open here. That small red line, you almost don't see it. I know it is there because I put it there. But, or let me make the lines a little thicker. That might help too. This is the meeting, the news event opening gap. That's why I'm looking to find the short below this high, below this low of this week. And if we're gonna watch on the hourly, you see we having a bullish retrace. How many candles that are gonna be, we don't know, but I think this is a lower time frame breaker block. You see this here, this is a bullish order block. didn't have a 15-minute fair value gap, so we keep looking here. Okay, didn't have, but I still use it as a breaker point, so I think price is gonna go after this. And if you see on the 1 minute, the you see that gap here in between. Let me, I know lot of noise on the chart, but this opening here is very inefficient in the market. So the market has to go back there too. We have other market inefficiencies this week. Let me check where it was on the hour. We already used it, but this was a new week opening gap too. So we opened on the 13th. Oh, this was 14, 13 Monday. This was the new week opening gap. So what are we looking for now? Of course, we want to find a good entry short. We already see that we have a market structure shift here on the higher time frame, but there's a lot of buy side liquidity. So my guess is we are seeing this happen actually. And if we would analyze that in the fractals, you see market always moves in fractals. So I'm expecting something like this to happen. Where this point is gonna be, that's gonna depend a little bit on the market makers, but this point seems realistic for me, and it also seems possible that we go here or even here. Why? Because if we would pull the fib from here to the from the last swing low to the last swing high, this fair value gap is in the golden box, so I'll make it orange and a little thicker the lines. This is a fair value gap in the golden zone, so this is a possibility too. And this is our 50%. Then you may ask, then why did I sell? Because I just had a selling signal on candle patterns that I like to use. Oh, let me put that in a 2x. Now we have a clearer view on where we expect the market to go. And it's 11 a.m. here. For London, it's just 10 a.m. So the best kill zone is gonna come now. And let's wait till 11:30 to see if we can find the setup. And you see market is pushing up, is mitigating liquidity, dropping down, pushing up, mitigates even higher. But we all have these rejection wicks. That's why I think we're going down later today. But I'm gonna be patiently waiting now. Day almost in break even, week in profit. No stupid things. Fresh and sound for Monday. And yeah, I didn't come live yesterday because London opening in the morning was relatively an accumulation. Then in the afternoon we had the news event, And let me check out what I wrote down yesterday. We had core retail sales, and the unemployment claims. Uh, Pound was in accumulation since Wednesday at London close. And so in the end, I didn't do anything on GU, but I took two trades on Nasdaq. Also ended the day in break even, and that's okay. And now we're waiting, see what happens here. Let me pull up these charts to the other screen that I can follow what's going on. And we'll dive a little bit into NQ for the people that like trading Nasdaq. It's beautifully volatile. It's crazy trading Nasdaq. If you're used to trading GU, then Nasdaq is really a monster. Moves way quicker. It's a little bit like a woman. It makes crazy moves and you don't know where it's going, but you're just holding on for a wild ride sometimes. And who doesn't like that? Like I say, Daddy was a rolling stone and we're all gambling, man. Otherwise, we wouldn't have an interest in trading. Let me change the chart, the timings a little bit. Look how beautiful. Although, let me go. Although it was worth trying this short, because if we would have gone first after this liquidity would have been a 30-40 pip move. And good trade management, good executions. Don't be afraid to take some losses, enter again on a better price. Break even is a nice outcome. Profit is even better, of course, but profit is calculated on the long term. So let's see what this wants to do, because I see a lot starts to look like a heavy accumulation. You see this box? Let's put a box here. This box here, but I'm gonna have to stop extending. Let's change the color into pink. Okay, look, this box starts to look like an accumulation, so we can expect a manipulation, like a manipulation, and then a distribution, or a manipulation and distribution to the upside. Then and I'll just change it like this, and then New York reversal. Let's find out what the market intends to do. But you see we're breaking out. This is the 50% would be premium. We're still in discount, so it's still a buying zone. And let's check the blue box theory between the last swing low and the last swing high. You see, it says perfectly to go to the 50% here, blue box theory. If we now would switch from here to here, then we get double confirmation that we're going to the 50%. But I want to see on the long term, you see the blue box between this swing high and this swing low says that we're going to the golden box. So, yeah. And then people say it's all a buy and selling volume, when to me it looks more algorithmic if you can measure things this accurate. Look, swing low to swing high gives the blue line exactly on the fair value gap that was situated in the golden box. Tell me I'm crazy, probably am. Lost a few here, but made me gain some trading logic too. So trend, like I said, trend is bearish, and the green line here, the FIB equilibrium, is almost exactly at the 50%. Come on, let's see. I'm not inventing this. Look, we have 10 pips and we have 13 pips. 10, 13. But let me take this box out. That was only to show why we are not interested in taking positions now. And I want to use this now to check from this swing high. Look, also perfect. And if we cannot use this because the move hasn't played out yet. This was a new low and the latest high, so let's see how the blue box theory proves my point. And like I said, we tap the breaker here, the bottom of the breaker, and you see how perfect we get a reversal. And I'm not saying it's a reversal that has to play completely out. It's all just key points that by accident get tapped and get a reaction. Yes, a whole bunch of people here decided like, oh, if price touches this line again, we're gonna sell in a market of 7 trillion each day. People like you and me calling like, hey, let's put a few million together against 7 trillion. That's 6 zeros extra. We're not gonna move the market, nothing. Um, I heard once that to move the market one tick, so that means here the last number to move the market one tick, it's in total 10,000 lots that have to be used in the same time. So 10,000 lots being executed in the very same moment to move the market one tick. So you see how many lots are being pushed in the market, impregnated here. Sounds great, impregnated, no? But look, Look, the blue box theory. Let's see how this line gets respected. And let me quickly go to here. Yeah, I know you guys see me now, but I'm gonna make you do this so you don't see me. Then I have some secrecy here. I don't have to put the camera away. And if they block my videos, then So what are we waiting for now? We want to see the market enter in the time zone. And as we are still respecting the bullish PD arrays, look, but the liquidity is going, but I still want to see the market go above the 50% before taking any action. And I'm gonna base myself especially on this. That would be my A+++ setup. This one here, almost close to the candle open. If we can have a sell here on the 1 minute, that would be amazing. That would be the best position ever to get in a trade. Where do we enter? Let's see on lower time frame fair value gaps in here. This is all taken out, so we have a smaller gap here. Extend to the right, color yellow, make lines thin. So, and then we would have a safe stop above the wick of the candle. Price shouldn't go back there. That would be an A+++ setup. The gap completely filled. The highs taken out. New York midnight as an extra confluence being tapped. Blue box theory. This is probably where I would enter a first position. So that's what we are waiting for. If we get a position in the session, then I'm coming live again. I'll show you the execution. And now we go back to patiently waiting. This can take a few, probably even due to the lower liquidity. I don't even think we're gonna see a position before noon. And we're at the breaker, or maybe I just stay live. Let's wait a bit and see, but you see, it's really just the market doing this. That would be awesome. But you see, this is gonna take till London lunch. And like I say, if I have an execution, I'll just make another video, call it part 2. So for now, or I'll just mute the mic and we keep watching. That's another possibility. Let me do that. Yep, here we are again. So we are waiting patiently now because what happens is the 11:30 mark is always something special. It's like an internal manipulation event that takes place where the market tends to pull people in positions So let's see how the timing plays out and what is offered. If we don't get a trade before 12 o'clock, then, or the setup presented, then I'll probably don't take a trade anymore now. This is beautiful too. Let me show you this. Let's quick. Okay, let's just refresh. Always, it's only. And look how beautiful my precious is doing. XRP moving up. Not financial advice, of course, but let's see the order book. Nice. Okay, let's go to the chart. 229. Look how beautiful it's pushing up, and with a new guy coming in office, pro crypto USA government, financial system, praying for renewal or innovation. XRP is definitely a good instrument. And look, if this ain't an uptrend, this is the beginning of a bull market. So I'm happy and grateful for this. And you see this doji, we want to see this candle close above on the daily, or at least we don't want to see a candle close down now. Probably also today is crypto, the first crypto ball ever, organized by Coinbase and even Uniswap, other big players in the crypto space. So it's probably gonna put some power on the prices in the crypto market. Then today crypto ball, tomorrow another crypto event. Monday, Gary Gensler taking resignation, stepping out of the SEC. The appeal in the court case only pushed price up, so XRP holders are fierce. XRP army, keep doing what you're doing. Great job. And then Trump in office, pro crypto government. Think this is the beginning of a nice push to the upside. Not financial advice, but let me say this for the people that want to know. I was buying XRP here, 32 cents, 28 cents. I was buying some XRP, 30 cents, 34 cents, 40 cents. I bought some at 50 cents. Then we had this move. Everybody thought it was going up. So when it dropped back again, I was buying even a piece of my bags at 60, 70. And then we went in accumulation. And I, I have enough XRP. Don't need any more. Not gonna say how much I have, but I'm happy with my bags. By the way, I own other cryptos too. I'm a ISO 2022 fan. All that has to do with financial institutions. So my wallet or my ledger looks like this. XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algorand, LCX, I have Flare, Casper, and Cardano, Quant, of course, and some other smaller tokens. So I'm a happy investor. Let me tell you that. But let's get away from crypto. That's not really what we're here for. Was just intermediary message for the people that see my videos later. And by the way, all my tokens are stored in cold store wallets with another email address than I use, so it's gonna be really hard to hack me. Just do what you can if you really want to for the little amount of tokens I have. Go hack North Korea or Michael Saylor's Bitcoin if you really want to make money with bad shit. So, but let's get quickly back into GU because GU is what we are here for. We have the previous day low that was tapped this morning. That's why I thought it could possibly go up, but uh, I didn't want to buy it either, although it would have been a good buy again. But something in my mind just refuses to trade in line with the session trend. I'm always looking for the reversals for a small scalp, like from here to here, from here to here. That's my setup. Why am I not looking for this move? Because I'm only interested in the basic idea of 10 pips to take 10 pip profit. And if I can get in 2, 3 positions, then we can have a runner, get 18 pips sometimes or 25. For me, it's enough. It's my strategy and I stick to it. That's why, look, everybody is looking to buy now. Market is going up, going up. Price is becoming more expensive, and people still want to buy. I understand that many people think like that. They want to trade in line with the trend because the trend is your friend till the end of the trend. Well, for me, the trend can end whenever it wants to. And that's why I investigate other markers on the chart. Like this is our latest swing high, still saying we're going against the trend. I, I still think we might see price push above here, take out the complete gap. We have a meeting at 2:30, so now another thing, let's dive quickly into our precious Nasdaq. Come on, push. Doesn't let me push the chart here. What is wrong with you, Nas? So this is my Top Step account. Not affiliated with them, not promoting them at all. But Mini and Q, you see the symbol there. And yesterday, just before going to bed, just before market close, I bought in here at the yellow line. It took my stop, and you see that the market then overnight completely reversed. And I took a short here yesterday, but then I got a call from my insurance company and I got distracted. So I just closed the position because we were still here and close to break even. This one too close to break even. So, but look, if I let this position run and I would have been stopped out here, then all nice moves that we're seeing in NAS. Let's switch to the higher time frame. And this was the move that I got into. Here I think it was just before it dropped crazy down here. This is the move I got into and then dropped till here. Was an RR, was a beautiful setup. Should have let it play out, of course. If you see to the amount of ticks it made, it's like a big move. But hey, what do you do about it? No, 16, then I didn't got in there. Today is the 17th, so 16. Ah, there was the 16th. 9:30 at market open, I got in here. Yeah. This fair value gap, unicorn setup, boom, 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 was in line with the trend this time. So, and then just before market close, I was looking to buy here. No, I bought here, but I had a really small stop, and you see, would have given us enough pips too, but just wasn't the right time and right place to buy because I got stopped. I got out of the market at 4 p.m. New York time, and you see dropped heavily. So it was a small stop, was worth a try. Because could have given the reversal here in a quick move up in 2 3 candles, but no, no problem. So today we trade NAS for the afternoon session after the news. So there's still in. I'm gonna clean up the chart a bit, and you see my charts look the same everywhere. That's because I know how I trade, and I know I always look for the same things in the market. Look like this point, I'm gonna leave it here. Some people might say, oh, you trade support resistance. No, I don't. This was a fair value gap, got inversed, got respected as an inverse 3 times, had another move, a push through, and now is another inversed fair value gap. So this still is a key level that I think might be respected here on NQ. You see the move down, A, B, C, and then what? Up or down. So this is definitely something that could happen. Was moving the ground. We'll be watching from 9:30 till 11:30, maybe even from. Why do I always catch the fair value gaps? Okay, and now we can see this is the gap, and this gap respected. Tick, tick, tick. Acts a bit like a support or a resistance indeed. Okay, this is for NQ. Then we have the 14:30, and today we trade till 4. Not used to the hours from Nasdaq. Used to trade Nas a few months ago, but blew up a few accounts and got distracted on GU. And then I just stopped trading Nas for a while to focus back on what's happening here. Okay, screen is loose again. You see now, it's 11:37, and let's dive into the lower time frames. You see, accumulating inside this gray zone. And what do we expect here? That price tells us where it wants to go. Let's go to the 5 minutes again, and I'm gonna pull this and this up. And if you have questions, you can always send me a personal message or react in the comments. I'll gladly answer all your questions. If you want to learn how to trade, I have the first piece of my basic courses here on YouTube online for free. If you want personal attention and a good explanation, because I'm not, you guys understand too, I'm showing a lot of things that I'm watching, but I keep some secret sauce to myself. Not gonna explain you my whole entry process and exit process, why, how, because I worked too long on my own setups. I studied too much concepts and investigated where their liquidity levels are created to then just give a complete course away for free so you all can make money. That you that I really want to see you all make money, but if it's too easy, you won't respect it. If it's for free, you won't respect it. So my time is valuable. And for people that really want somebody that gives them the personal attention and helps them figure out their own strategy, just give me a comment. You can also follow me on TikTok at Hertz Forex Trading, and you can send me messages on my Insta, on Telegram. I mean, so let me write my details down here. I'll write it down for you guys. For people that see the video later, probably. Text, Telegram, Hertz, space, Forex. Oh, wait. Easier. Hertz. Small letter, small caps. Hertz. Forex. Telegram. Okay. And let's go to my TikTok account. TikTok at Hertz Forex trading. Make this bigger inside. Okay, you can find me there if you want to follow. I make some great content. It's my personal opinion, of course. Just let me watch because I have a lot of reactions here on. Still watching the chart, so still waiting. People like me that came from nowhere. You know, I grew up, no mom, no dad really around. And they say it's harder. They say we have less chances. But look, I made it. You can do. For people like me that came from nowhere. You know, I grew up, no mom, no dad really around. And they say it's harder. They say we have less chances. But look, I made it. You can do. People like me that came from nowhere. You know, I grew up, no mom, no dad really around. And they say it's harder. They say we have less chances. But look, I made it. You can do. For people like me that came from nowhere. You know, I grew up, no mom, no dad really around. And they say it's harder. They say we have less chances. But look, I made it. You can do. People like me that came from nowhere. You know, I grew up, no mom, no dad really around. And they say. Okay. Oh, what do we see here? A 5 minute. Let me switch this. I like this. I like this. This is a 1 minute. we have a reaction on the, I think I want to sell this, but it might be a little too soon. But you see, I like this type of candle patterns. You can see it. Wait, I'll put, or let me see. I'll leave this here. Doesn't matter. Just let me quickly rearrange that for me. Let me go to the 1 minute. You can see it. The other chart is clearer to show this. Look. This is a candle pattern that I really like. You see, you have a candle sweep high. Now, the only thing that we have to watch here is this fair value gap, how price is gonna react on it. And if I would have been a little more focused, I would have probably sold somewhere here. And now we have to wait to see what is gonna happen, but let me put this away again to the other screen. And let me put it on the 3 minutes. Because it's still an uptrend, but that would have definitely been a candle that I would try to sell because it's a lower high and a lower low. It's always risky. The trades I take are always a risk based on experiences that I had before, how I seen the market react. And in this case, it wouldn't have been a bad decision, but then we still have the manual stop loss. And let me take this away too. So we still would have had the manual stop loss in case of price going higher, but here we can clearly see it's just a point that I would try to sell, and if it goes bad, I take a small loss. If it goes bad, I take a small loss. If it goes right, we take a big win, because look, although we only are looking to get a 10 pip win, and one runner or maybe two running positions taking 25, 30, 40 pips in total is more than enough to get a good week. So what do we see? We see the rejections happening, but we made a higher high again. So it's really a accumulation period. And as long as I don't see this fair value gap getting broken, then it's not 100% sure. And you know, if I trade, I work like this, I would have entered here. And that's why I'm telling you, don't take my advice. My stop really goes that high. And I have an imaginary take profit where I say, like, yeah, this is the levels that I want to see. This is probably the a spot where I take my first profit, a second profit, a third profit. And I don't care about all the risk reward, and you can do that, put a stop there. Yeah, I can. This is my protection point. I only put that there to not blow my entire accounts to the bottoms of the ocean. What do? I work with a protection point that protects my account, and my stop loss is always a manual line like my TP. It's an imaginary line where I execute on manually. And let me get this chart again, because come on, put that chart here again. Look, you see these candle formations, this starts to make me believe that we want to go down. You see how price starts pushing down. The only question is, we're still here in this inefficient market, and there is a lower time frame fair value gap here. So, and now you see what happens, and it happened here too. So that's why I'm not so snappy on taking this trade. You see, we formed an order block, had a fair value gap, price came back in, went down, took out all the highs, attacked the highs again, now drops into the fair value gap. We had a bearish order block with a fair value gap and an inefficiency. I see too much manipulation to say like, yup, let's push the buttons and get crazy. Especially, and let me put this aside, I didn't ask that, guys. Especially because we didn't got on the 50% here. That's for me now the key reason to not get into this scalp. It's too close to the 50%. We're still buying. We're still actually in a buying model as long as the 50% didn't get a little touch. And you see, we take the fair value gap, get another bullish reaction. And if we close above the inefficiency and above this, look, bullish, bullish, and a sweet accumulation zone. I'm not seeing any of this play in my favor and give me a position. So like I said, I'm not taking any decisions because you have Europe is in lunch. London is going in lunch in about 30 minutes. Too many variables. We had an accumulation here. We had an accumulation here. Another accumulation. Look, fair value gaps still getting respected. Our bullish PD arrays are getting respected. We have bullish PD arrays here. And yeah, I'm not so perfect in drawing all the lines. Doesn't matter because on different time frames you got overlapping liquidity here. And look, taking out the highs, saying like, yeah, we're going down. Can be that we're going down because we made a lower low and a lower high. Look, lower low. But what did I say? We didn't go to the 50% yet. And as long as that doesn't happen, then yep, screen gone. I'm back on my other chart. Let me do this and adjust. What is happening here? Let me quickly fix this because okay, then we have to close this quickly and we have to open again. Now let's get back on a quick look on XRP. XRP takes too long to load. Okay, trade locker. We have two sets. For fuck's sake. Okay. What is happening here? Okay, I'm just gonna close again. Because everything is doing some weird stuff here. Like, takes a long time to load. Now we're here again. Still takes a long time. Then let it be what it is. Look. Oh, okay, we're back online. Thank you. Finally. So you see, it wasn't a bad position. Let me show this quickly. Look, this wasn't a bad entry. It just misses one major confluence for me. And now it's what they call too late to get in. Because if you click market sell now, they give you with the slippage and the spread, you'll probably get your execution somewhere here. Would have been a great position, but like I said, not my thing. Picking up some liquidity and we didn't go to the 50%. So yeah, missing a nice move here can be, but look, if you sell here, like we had said, that's a 3 pip stop for a 6 pip move where we get this fair value gap and we are still not above the 50%. So, like I say, stick to your plan, stick to your rules, and it will all play out well. Make a game plan that you can follow. Look, we tap this gap here. We break below this gap. This is inverted now, so Many people are using this now as a second entry point, a second confirmation. Like, oh, if price goes back here, then I enter, they put stops above here. Market knows this. There is already a lot of stops above here. And you can say, yeah, like all equal stops here are taken. Yeah, I agree. But they didn't take the fair value gap. That means the market wants to create liquidity to push even higher into this gap. Look, look how perfect the market reacts. This is the breaker that we drawn on the other chart. So look how perfect you can trade this for like this, but then you have smaller lot size, of course, and this is what you could use as a setup. Maybe even you don't need that. 1 to 2 is perfect here. But what I'm saying now is I don't trust this because gap, this inverse gap hasn't been used yet. And here we have another bullish fair value gap. Here we have another bullish fair value gap. This wasn't just my setup, guys. My entry, I told you I could have entered that, but just missed something to really go for it. And look how beautiful it would play out. There's so many beautiful setups to be taken. Ugh. But what was missing, I told you before, if we don't have a clear setup before 12, then I'm not getting in. And you see, we didn't get the tap into this liquidity. So for me, that was a no. If price would have, after we stated the conclusion, if price would have given a tap in here, I would have been in. But look, I told you guys here, this for me could already start meaning it's a sell. Price goes up after the stops again. Look what a manipulation